Good day, everybody. It's Andrew here, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to talk about Social Security benefits, SSI and SSDI, and specifically what it would take to get monthly payments up to $2,000 per month. That is a magic number that we've talked about on this channel that would allow seniors and those who are disabled to live in a retirement of dignity. Taking into account the fact that Bernie Sanders is trying to include a stimulus check for seniors in this current stimulus package, which we expect to also extend to those who are on SSI and SSDI as well. Also, along with the fact that we have a petition that is reaching 4 million signatures pushing for a $2,000 stimulus check per month until the pandemic is officially over. Yes, the pandemic is still technically going on. I know a lot of people kind of feel like things are completely back to normal, but quite frankly, we are still in a pandemic. So, with Bernie Sanders pushing for a stimulus check for seniors, then we have a petition mounting for a $2,000 per month stimulus check, as well as the fact that Democrats originally promised a $200 per month stimulus for everybody on Social Security. And then also we have the fact that President Biden promised to permanently increase Social Security benefits, SSI, and SSDI as well. Now, at this point, we expect the Social Security, the permanent increases to happen next year in the 2022 stimulus package. But let's talk about all of these different factors and what it could potentially take to get Social Security benefits up to $2,000 per month. So let's discuss the details, but before we do, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. As always, I have a second channel, so do me a huge favor, subscribe to my second channel as well. The link to that is going to be in the comments of this video, and on that channel we have updates as well, but it's mostly going to be fun things like playing bingo, playing the lottery, and playing casino games, things like that, to almost kind of distract us from the serious things we talk about on this channel, right? So this channel is more of a serious update channel. That one's going to have some updates as well, but it's going to be mostly a fun channel to kind of build a community where seniors can come together and kind of share their stories, play some games, and just kind of have fun. So to everyone who subscribed to that channel, thank you so much. We already have 4,000 subscribers, and we're about to launch in about 2 weeks. We're going to start posting on that channel as well. So let's jump into today's update. So first of all, this article is titled Things You Should Know About Stimulus Checks in 2022 and Beyond. Basically, the point of this article is saying that Democrats know that approving more stimulus checks helps them win elections. So we're expecting to see more stimulus checks at least until the end of 2022, because that is when Democrats will still control the House and the Senate. And in November next year, there's going to be elections for both chambers, and experts think that Democrats are going to try and approve more stimulus checks before November of next year to make sure they can retain control of both chambers. So that is what experts think, and is why they believe more stimulus checks are still to come. Now, as far as Social Security benefits, the average Social Security benefit is $1,437 per month. That's the average. Now, just based off of the comments in my videos, I know that most people that watch my videos get less than that. Most people get about $1,000 per month, I would say, is the average, just based off of the comments I've had. I mean, I've looked at thousands of comments on my videos, and I would say somewhere around $900 to $1,100 per month seems to be the average benefit. So when you take into account the average benefit being $1,400, but the average benefit from my viewers being around $1,000, let's talk about what it would take to get monthly Social Security benefits up to $2,000 per month. Well, my idea personally, and I've actually been emailing Bernie Sanders and President Biden about this. I mean, I know they're probably not going to respond, but the fact that we have a community here gives me hope that if we keep emailing and reaching out, that they might respond to our message. Well, my idea has been do a COLA adjustment, basically an emergency COLA adjustment. So I believe legally, the president could declare a state of emergency when it comes to seniors and retirements. So declaring a state of emergency gives the president more options as far as increasing benefits to help seniors, right? They're allowed to use FEMA funds, they're allowed to use the National Guard, things like that. So if he declares a state of emergency when it comes to retirements, they could do an emergency COLA adjustment of 10% for at least 10 years. So that's the idea. Now, if you do a 10% COLA adjustment for 10 years, how long will it take to get to $2,000 per month? Well, if you do the math, it won't actually take the full 10 years. So for those who currently make $1,000 per month, it would take about 8.5 years to get to $2,000 per month in Social Security benefits. So again, currently President Biden doesn't have the power to do that, but he doesn't really have the power to increase COLA adjustments. That is a formula that has been set in place. Now, Congress would have to change that formula. But if he declares a national state of emergency, his options are more broadly opened up. And like I said, he could use funds from FEMA to do an artificial increase in COLA adjustments to do a 10% COLA every single year until we get to $2,000 per month. Now, the average Social Security benefit nationwide is actually $1,400 per month. So a 10% adjustment would actually get the average person up to $2,000 per month in about 4 years. So it would actually be a lot quicker for the person. So for those of you out there that are getting $1,400 per month already, if we did a 10% COLA adjustment, it would only take about 4 years to get those people up to $2,000 per month. But for those of you getting about $1,000 per month currently, it would take about 8.5 years. So currently, that is my belief, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. But do you think a 10% COLA adjustment per year is a good idea, and it would get you there in about 8.5 years? If you make $1,000 currently, it would get you to $2,000 per month in about 8.5 years. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. This is a serious idea that I've been putting together, and I am messaging Bernie Sanders. I am emailing Bernie Sanders and President Biden, as many people as I can, to try and get their attention on this issue. And I've even been considering starting a petition myself to see how many signatures we could get. So let me know in the comments if you'd be willing to sign that petition. It's something I'm thinking about putting together. Again, not to say I'm the biggest person in the world, but we do have a platform here. We have over 100,000 subscribers in this community, and we have tens of thousands of people who watch these videos every single day. And with that said, I mean, we might be able to get the attention of congressmen. So that's the idea, to get Social Security benefits up to $2,000 per month. And just imagine the quality of life you could live if Social Security benefits was basically doubled up to $2,000 per month. I mean, I've had thousands of people in the comments who have said, Andrew, even if I just had an extra $300 per month, I could pay my rent without stressing about it. I could buy healthy food to take care of my health. I could pay for my medications. So imagine actually doubling it to $2,000 per month. I mean, it would go such a long way in helping our seniors and helping those who are disabled live in a life of dignity. And it's not just a handout. This is tax money. If you're a senior, you've paid into the tax system your entire life, probably paid for 40 years. The least you deserve is a benefit that is big enough to allow you to live in a life of dignity. And that is what we're here for, guys. The purpose of this channel is to be a voice for seniors and a voice for those who are disabled, to make sure that you're getting back what you were promised, right? Because if you paid taxes your whole life, you were promised a sizable Social Security benefit that would allow you to live in a life of dignity. So that is the least of what seniors deserve. And let me know in the comments if you agree. And providing stimulus checks and increasing Social Security benefits is something that Democrats have been saying for a very long time. Now, this clip from Chuck Schumer, it's actually a throwback to earlier this year when Democrats first took control of the Senate. And he was saying that his first priority was to approve those $2,000 stimulus checks as soon as possible. He went on to say that we are in the middle of a crisis and the American people need help more than ever. Well, these things haven't really changed, right? Even though that stimulus check got done back in March, these issues are still in place. Seniors are still going through an economic crisis as inflation has actually gotten even worse. When this video came out back in January, inflation wasn't even an issue. Now inflation is historic, and seniors are having a harder time than ever in keeping up with the increased cost of things they purchase every single day. So with that said, I feel like this video and these reasons that Chuck Schumer gave are more evidence now, even back when he first made this video. So even though this video is a throwback, I want to play this clip from Chuck Schumer because the things he said still stand today. And if anything, to me, it just reaffirms the fact that seniors need another stimulus check now. So let's quickly take a look and see what Chuck Schumer said. Then we'll discuss where negotiations stand today with the next stimulus check package, which Nancy Pelosi is trying to approve next week.
And the Senate Democratic majority is committed to delivering the bold change and help that Americans need and demand. Senate Democrats know America is hurting. Help is on the way. And we have 2 new senators coming to help. One of the first things that I want to do when our new senators are seated is deliver the $2,000 checks to the American families. Senators Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff ran first-rate campaigns. They will be outstanding senators for Georgia.
As you can see, their first priority was to approve stimulus checks. And honestly, that should still be their first priority. Chuck Schumer is currently promoting the physical infrastructure plan that was just approved and telling people how that's going to do such a good job in creating hundreds of thousands of good paying blue-collar jobs and rebuild roads, bridges, and highways to make sure America is competitive with other first world countries when it comes to physical infrastructure. But he really hasn't been focusing on direct stimulus checks for the people. And this is quite frankly disappointing because, like I said, inflation is worse than ever. So if anything, seniors need the stimulus checks more than ever. And let me know in the comments if you agree. And not to slam Chuck Schumer. I mean, he has been one of the biggest advocates for stimulus checks over the last couple of years. He was actually one of the most notable Democrats who supported $200 per month stimulus checks for people on Social Security benefits. If you guys remember, one of the main reasons my channel actually got popular was about a year ago when Democrats were trying to do the $200 per month stimulus for Social Security benefits. And we talked about it. That would actually cost way less than the weekly stimulus did for unemployment benefits. And we just always made the comparison. Like, if you can give those who are unemployed weekly stimulus checks, why can't you give seniors a monthly stimulus checks? It would cost so much less. And the same thing with the child tax credit. If families are getting $300 per month in stimulus checks for every kid they have, why can't we do that for seniors, right? I mean, quite frankly, it doesn't make sense that we're prioritizing families above seniors. When, don't get me wrong, we want to take care of kids in this country, but we need to take care of seniors just as much. And let me know in the comments if you agree, because the monthly stimulus checks for seniors would actually cost even less than the monthly stimulus checks for families with kids. So as far as negotiations, currently, Nancy Pelosi, if you're wondering what was going on this last week, I mean, we had a lot of updates, but not really a lot in regards to details on negotiations. And that's because this past week, Nancy Pelosi was actually in Europe for the climate change meeting they had. It was a global climate change meeting to try and institute climate change initiatives. I won't bore you with the details on that, but basically they made a little bit of progress, nothing huge. They basically promised to slowly lower their coal usage, right, which wasn't really a landmark package, but it's a step in the right direction when it comes to climate change. But now, on tomorrow, this Monday, Nancy Pelosi is going to go full steam ahead and try and get the stimulus check package approved in the House by the end of the week. Now, if you've been following my videos, you know that that depends on one thing. Will the CBO, the Congressional Budget Office, release the final numbers on that package, exactly what it's going to cost, and if it's going to be fully paid for or not? Now, moderate Democrats in the House have said that once those numbers come out, if they say it's fully paid for, they will vote to approve that stimulus package in the House. Nancy Pelosi has said that even if those numbers don't come out in time, she is still going to try and get that stimulus package approved this week. But moderates have really said they're not going to do that, so we'll have to see. Is Nancy Pelosi going to be able to force Democrats to approve that package in the House if those numbers don't come out? Or it might not be an issue if, in fact, those numbers do come out by the end of the week. Now, the expectation is the numbers should come out by sometime in the first week of December, but we might get lucky and they might come out by the end of this week. We'll have to wait and see what happens. In any case, we're going to have a lot of updates this week, as either way, Nancy Pelosi is trying to get that stimulus package approved in the House by the end of the week. So don't forget to subscribe, and I will keep you posted as things develop. And again, that is just in the House. Once it's approved, it's going to go to the Senate, And of course, Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema are going to make some changes. They're definitely going to try and take some things out. And once the Senate agrees and approves it in the Senate, they have to then send it back to the House so they can approve those changes. Once they approve the changes in the House, it can then be sent to President Biden's desk. So you can see there's obviously a lot of steps left to get this stimulus package done. So realistically, we're hoping to get them done by the first week of December. But worst case scenario, we're looking at maybe around Christmas time. And again, the stimulus check for seniors is still not guaranteed. We're hoping it's in the stimulus package. Bernie Sanders is trying to include it in the stimulus package, but some experts say Democrats might actually put it in the 2022 stimulus package. Of course, we're hoping that doesn't happen, but we'll have to wait and see exactly how things develop. Now, as far as the $2,000 per month Social Security benefits, like we talked about earlier, that probably won't come to fruition until next year, if we're lucky. If that ends up happening, that'll be something they tackle in the 2022 stimulus package. It's not going to make it in this current stimulus package, unfortunately. But with that said, there are a variety of bonus payments that still might make it into this year's package. We might get the $2,000 stimulus check. It might be as small as $800. And then there's also the possibility that the $200 per month stimulus could be revived once Chuck Schumer gets this current stimulus package done. So there are a lot of things happening, guys. Things continue to develop, and I will keep you posted. So don't forget to subscribe. We have a lot of updates to come on the current stimulus package, next year's stimulus package, and Social Security changes as well. And with that said, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate your support. Don't forget to like this video, share this content with anybody who you think might find this helpful. This community has truly been a blessing, guys, so I really do appreciate every single time you watch my videos. It goes a huge, huge way in supporting my work. So with that said, guys, I hope you all had a great weekend, and until the next video, take care and have a great day.